I'm an attorney, and just like in medicine, there's different parts you can specialize in. There's a civil legal side and then there's a criminal legal side. I'm a civil legal lawyer, so I handle civil legal issues for my clients. I'm a full-time lawyer. Just like in medicine, sometimes that requires us to work more than 40 hours a week, but typically it's an 8 to 5 job. There are lots of areas that I enjoy working on. Mainly, the best part is probably meeting new individuals, meeting new clients, and then helping them with their legal issues. It's somewhat challenging to try to figure out what's their legal problem and then try to help them. And it's rewarding to know that you've been some sort of help for providing some assistance to with whatever legal issues they might be dealing with. In my earlier question, there's a civil legal side and there's a criminal legal side. I don't handle anything dealing with criminal issues or criminal law. On the civil legal side, there's a variety of areas which I actually cover. One of those is family law issues. Those involve people who might be going through divorces, custody issues involving their children. There's a probate side where we involve assisting individuals with guardianships and conservatorships, helping set up wills and trusts for those individuals who might be needing that help. We help with Social Security disability appeals for individuals who might be needing disability assistance. We help with landlord-tenant issues. I also do some corporate law where we're helping analyze contracts and draft documents. There's a variety of areas in the civil legal side that we assist with: unemployment, insurance appeals for those individuals who lost their jobs, helping people remain in their homes when they might be dealing with foreclosure issues, helping individuals who might have gotten behind on payments for debtor-creditor issues. So the civil legal side is actually a very broad and large area. It's sort of like general practice in medicine. You have to be kind of good at knowing lots of different topics and being able to address those, because sometimes they kind of go together. Well, that's a good question. Actually, when I first went to college, I thought maybe I wanted to be a marine biologist or possibly a veterinarian because I enjoyed the science part of it. But then I realized that I wasn't very much into math and chemistry as much as the biology part of it, and so I decided to switch majors and decided to do business as a major. And then I became a lawyer based on the fact that I had always had an interest in reading and writing, and it was somewhat fascinating to me as a high school student and junior high student to be involved with the mock trial program. And as a result of that, I decided maybe the legal career was a good one for me. And once I decided to go into law school, I realized I really enjoyed it and became a lawyer based on that. You know, in my area, I actually probably would say that it's about half and half. I spend a lot of time in the courtroom arguing cases. Typically, when you're a lawyer, there are days in the week which are set aside for having hearings in front of the judge or for trials. And other times you have to prepare for those hearings and trials. So you're spending a lot of time in the office, meeting with your clients, going over their problems, telling them what to expect when you have a hearing, and then actually having a hearing in front of the judge. When you have the hearing or the trial, typically there are two sides involved. You have your client with his or her legal problems, and then you have the other party with his or her legal problems, and each side usually has an attorney assisting them. And then you have an opportunity to make arguments on each person's side to the judge so that the judge can understand the issues and make a decision that might go one way or the other, or somewhere in between to help both individuals with the problems they're going through. There wasn't an apprenticeship, but it does require you to be good at reading and writing and analyzing problems. And what happens is you have to get a college degree, and in the legal field it's sort of interesting because you can be a major in a variety of areas. You can be an English major, you can be a political science major, you can be a business major, so you don't really have a specific field you have to specialize in order to become a lawyer. But it definitely helps to be someone who's good at reading and analyzing legal issues. I decided to major in business as an undergrad, and then I went into law school, which is a 3-year program. And during that time, you get to learn about the various topics and areas of the law, and then you also get to be involved in certain classes that help you become a lawyer when you're done with law school. One of them is trial advocacy, which helps you learn how to argue cases in front of the judge. The other one is doing somewhat of an apprenticeship called a legal clinic, where you get real cases and help individuals with various cases that they might be going through. So it's a 3-year program, and when you graduate from that, you have to complete a examination called a bar examination for whichever state you intend to practice law in. And when you're done with that examination, you get licensed to be able to practice law and become a lawyer. Well, the only thing that I can think of that I would have done differently is to take more courses as an undergraduate that would have helped me do better in some of the legal areas that we learn in law school. Some of the business courses definitely do prepare you for that. There's some legal reasoning classes and legal writing classes that help you. And I would have probably taken a few more of those than I did, but overall I think I would have probably done pretty much what I did this time around. Well, the legal field, just like the medical field, is one where I think it's going to remain pretty stable. People are always going to have problems that they have to deal with in the legal area. People are always going to get in trouble with certain things and need criminal assistance. They're always going to have certain issues that come up on the legal side, on the civil legal side, that they're going to need help with. So overall, I think things are going to remain fairly stable. One of the things that's happening in the legal career, in the legal field, is that there are a lot of individuals who are going into law school, and so the class sizes for the law school sort of increased from the time that I was there. When I was a student, the class size was about 185 law students. Now, when they graduate from law school, typically it's over 200 students in the legal field. So obviously, there's been a growth in the number of people who've been going to law school, and I think a lot of those individuals are out in the community helping people with their various legal problems. So it's going to remain pretty solid and pretty. I think I definitely would suggest it, although it's going to be up to my children to decide what they want to do. If they decide to pursue a legal career, I would certainly encourage them to do so. Like I said, there are a lot of issues that are very rewarding when you help individuals with their legal problems, but people have to be interested in that area in order to pursue it. There are times when it's a challenging job. There are long hours sometimes involved with it. If people are looking at it towards making a lot of money, it may not be the best area to go into, but it's certainly one that's very rewarding and helpful for helping individuals with their various problems. I would tell them to be well-rounded. I would tell them to take a lot of classes in a variety of areas so that they become good at reading and good at writing. Law school requires you to be a good reader who can read quickly. There's large volumes of material that you have to read and understand. There's a lot of writing involved, so the more you take as an undergraduate or in high school to become a better writer, a better thinker, the better it is. So I would tell them to try to take as many courses in English and science and political science and a variety of areas where you can become good at understanding information and processing that to become a good reader and a good writer.